It's a beautiful day, so I am working outside today. This is a very typical harness that gets shipped in this condition here. This happens to be a early Bug-Eye WRX 2002. So first thing I'm going to do is just start stripping all the tape and Subaru covering off of it. And here is the secondary harness for the WRX. You got your main connection plug and your engine connectors. And here's the main portion of the harness, stripped of all the tape and split loom. Here are the leftovers after weeding. Out of this, you should be able to harvest wiring to do any splices that you need to extend, etc. There we have it. A couple hours later, everything is stripped. This is still like literally a raw, untouched harness. Nothing has been spliced, none of that. So you could literally connect a few things up and have a running engine using this. Obviously you want to cover it and protect it, but we'll go through it. We got the engine connector, or the ECM connectors. We've got the relays. This is your fuel pump relay. This is your main ignition relay. This clip is broken, so be replacing that. I'll be re-splicing a bunch of these on this particular harness, but we keep going. We got test, flash, OBD2. We have the reverse switch, neutral, VSS. We've got all the turbo gizmos, math. Keep coming. We have our big Subaru junction connector and the engine connectors. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward, guys. Don't let anybody convince you that, you know, there's some kind of magic going on or something. Next up, the process is identifying the clump of wires that don't go to anything anymore on this guy. Here we go, got everything labeled. This little group here is for connection to the chassis. This group here is for connection to a code killer if you felt like it. Eliminates codes. Since we're flashing this ECM for diagnostic trouble code triggers, we're gonna not use these, just depin. And then this is all like rear defog and blower motor and AC relay and light switch, so we can depin these guys as well. To depin these style connectors, you just gotta pull up this lip. I use just a small flathead. You'll kind of just pry up a little bit real gently, and you can kind of see sits about right there. And then you'll take this guy and pry up on these little pins here. I have a set of these little depinning tools, but you could literally use a safety pin and just, you're trying to reach down into this one right where my finger is. It's right there, and lift up on the little locking tab. Just remember, you got to pull this tab out first, and then just gently pull the pin out. So you can depin with the fancy tool or a safety pin. So you'll just enter in there and pull out. And here's what the connector looks like. It's got a little locking tab that secures this guy. It is time to eliminate this big guy. Since we are going into a mid-engine Porsche, this doesn't need to be in here. You certainly can do this. Keep it in here and just screw it down. Use the bracket it came with, and keep this in here to eliminate like close to 30 splices. but this here is not going to be on this project. So just gonna use these little tabs right here and right here to gently pop this white face off. These tiny little tabs in here, you just lift up while gently pulling on the wire and they'll pop out, and just start repinning. 1 down, 15 to go on this connector. That connector's done. Don't forget to put on your heat shrink and wrap if you're going to use that. This one comes off sort of similar. There's just these side tabs. You kind of get those loose, and then, you know, just gently, slowly work it up. This particular connector has some, what looks to be maybe galvanic corrosion. I'm not sure why those pins are corroding. There's really only a couple, so good thing we are repinning this one, but getting this open is a good way to get in there and clean things out too, if you do notice corrosion on your connectors. And that one's done. I am getting everything all spliced on this 2002 WRX harness, and you know, it doesn't make for really simple to follow content here. So I think I'll do some screen recording, but bear with me, I'm kind of new to that. I haven't done it. I mean, I haven't made a video in like years and years and years, so bear with me, please. So you can grab a wiring diagram or a pinout or whatever. Just go to busaru.com, go to info, and then resources/pinouts. And so the pinouts are down here, and the wiring diagrams right there. And we're going to the 2002 Impreza. That's where the WRX lives on this specific year. So now we're going to have a look at the fuel pump relay. So this is the relay with the green connector. The one we're interested in is the black yellow. So he, as you can see, goes to the fuel pump controller here. I don't like repinning this connector. It's not the easiest to work with. These ones are really easy. The relays, so the brown main relay and the fuel pump relay, etc. Those round cylindrical ones, those are really easy. So you can run one entire continuous guy if you've got a long enough pigtail on the fuel pump controller. So that one's taken care of. So now we'll take a look at these two signal wires. So capital L, lowercase g, that's light green with a red stripe. He goes all the way down to this guy, the ECM, and so does the violet white, purplish. So you just want to, you know, either splice them right in here. As you can see, Subaru has that splice, or you can run, if you have a long enough pigtail, just straight to the ECM. You can repin the ECM as well. Those are fairly easy. If you have a Hosan P707 crimper or something like that, pretty affordable for the DIYer. It's a good tool to have. All right, and then we've got the black and white. This guy goes to the ground side of the fuel pump, and then we've got the black and orange. And this guy also goes to the fuel pump, supplying voltage. And we've got a ground, so that's solid black. So he just needs to do grounding things, as you can see here. Next up, we've got the main relay. He's the one with the brown connector, and he's the cubicle brown relay, 6-pin. So the ones we're interested in are the L and R, so that's blue, red. So that guy, you can see he goes and splices in with this BR black red, as well as the other large gauge wire on that main relay. Those two tie together, so you'll want to get those spliced together before going to your fuse. So either a fuse block or inline fuse. You can see that guy, he goes and does some other things. What we want to do is take this run and go to battery positive, and 30 amp will work. Other things that we have to concern ourselves with are the grounds. So this guy, so he needs to ground, and usually you'll have them tied to the fuel pump control, fuel pump relay ground. So this guy, this black, these two are usually tied together, and you'll want to get those to an engine ground. And that's about all you need to do with this main relay. Back to page 1 in our diagram, you can see TB right here stands for turbo, and then we're on page 1. So now we'll take a look. Again, this is just an easy place to see it. Right here we've got GR, so that's green, red. So that catches this guy right here, and he goes to the fuse panel. We want to swing that over because this is our ignition wire, so ignition switch wire. And that guy, he's going to go to a fuse. You can do whatever, 10 amp, you can do 15, whatever, and we'll follow him. So he is going to go down here. Do you like my skills? So we got ECM, we've got the green red wire, and if the way you read these guys is pretty simple. So we've got the TB again, and we're going to page 10, and we're reading line B as it comes in on page 10. So let's cruise down to page 10. All right, and here we go. We got B, and you can see it's saying that it's coming from page 1, which is where we were. So this guy, he is from that huge junction block. So if you're leaving the junction block, then you don't have to worry about it. All right, and then we've got our engine connector. So F60. So this is our brown engine connector, the 16-pin. And this is what feeds a lot of, like our ignition coils and all that stuff. So that's, our switched ignition wire. So we just need to make that splice back in here and make sure they're all connecting up, because we need to bring them to a fuse. So that can be a fuse block that is powered by your ignition switch, or you can do an inline fuse if you want. Anyway, that's one of the only other connections we need to make sure are happening. So the distributed ignition on power. Hopefully that wasn't too painful, but what I'm hoping for is that it just kind of clarifies, the circuits that you need to kind of combine and put together that are sometimes a little difficult to understand, especially if you're just looking at a bunch of wires. So let me know if you need any help reading those diagrams. I'm happy to help. So the next thing up is testing, and I did a video, I don't know, like 10 years ago or something. showing how to apply 12 volts to the harness on the battery positive and the ignition switch. So you can do that, and you can hear, if you have your test mode connectors connected, you can hear the fan relay clicking on and off. You can, put a test light to it. You can hear your fuel pump relay on a non-turbo harness clicking on and off. In this case, we have a fuel pump controller that modulates the signal, so it's got like a duty cycle, so you'll see your test lamp kind of be full brightness and then dim, and you'll see it do that. And so that's a pretty simple thing. You can hook up free SSM, which is a tool that I like to use. It gives different inputs and outputs so that you can see just some various things on that. That's super helpful. And if you want to flash, you can use ECU flash and a Tactrix cable and flash your ECM on the WRX or the drive-by-wire stuff. But we'll get back at this O2 WRX harness. Repin these guys, eliminating the big super junction connector here. 30-ish wires. And what I really did was just clean up the wiring. So there's a lot of like loose ends and so forth that you don't need. There are some portions that need some help. For example, ignition wires. So you need to combine all those ignition wires. I repurpose another cylindrical relay. Originally, this is for the blower, and I repurpose this for radiator fan 1. So you'll need to repin this guy coming from the ECM to this guy. Just repin him. Also pin the ECM so that the fuel pump relay or fuel pump controller to go direct. We have our test mode connector, flash connector, OBD2. This is now the radiator fan, main relay, and fuel pump relay. While I have this out, and before I cover everything up, I thought I'd compare with another method of doing things. This is the stock covering for the WRX. This is also an O2. In this case, it's just butt spliced. The benefit of this is that it's super fast. You can do this really quick. The easiest is just leaving this, but then you end up with a harness that's like 20 feet long. This definitely shortens it to the desired length. You want to make sure to stagger them so that it's not just like a big jumble, like a big fat spot. You want to make sure to stagger them out a little bit. So that's another method. I prefer the repinning the engine harness connectors. That's definitely the way to go generally. But if you're in a hurry or something to get it going, you can leave this and repin later. That's one method. Or you can do the splices. I like this method personally. Give it a wrap with the old Kapton, and then I like this stuff. It's kind of like a memory split braid, really high temperature. Pretty good stuff. And we have things labeled now. We got everything wrapped up. We've got the interior wrap. We got the Kapton around the turbo stuff, and we have the braided split loom. So we're all set, ready for install. Thanks for watching, guys. I know it's been a while, but I finally have some breathing room. Like I mentioned, if you have any questions, definitely feel free to reach out. I don't really have the energy to mess around on comments or any of that, but send me an email or shoot me a text, give me a phone call. Happy to help. And and hope the conversion goes well for you.